Hello everyone, this is MyLoveless, or you might also know me as Zero. Welcome to the speed paint of, well, myself. The reason I picked up this sketch that I had lying around in particular is because in my Discord server, which you should totally join and hang out with us by the way, I'll link it in the description below. Wink wink, nudge nudge. I have a channel dedicated to asking me questions. Typically, I draw individual pieces for the answers, but I got quite a lot of them this time. So I thought maybe a video might be better suited to respond, and I'll still be drawing myself like I normally do, which is a win-win. Alright, so we're gonna head into the questions, and I want to apologize if I butcher any of your names. Like, I'm really sorry. So, here we go. So, Jazzy Razorclaw asks, what's your favorite anime character, Loveless? And I kind of find that a very funny question because Loveless is my favorite character from an anime called Loveless. And Ritsuka is actually the character who is Loveless in the anime or the manga. It depends on which one you've actually seen it. And then she gets on with the second question because she just, I guess, loves asking me questions. What's the yummiest treat you have ever tasted? In Illinois, where we are from, there is this place in Oak Grove, I believe, near Schaumburg, that is a little Asian mart called Mitsuwa. And they have this little, I believe it's like a little, spot for like lunch and stuff, so they actually have an ice cream shop thing there that has this delicious drink that I go there every time. And the little shop is called Relief. And it's a matcha azuki. It's like almost like a latte. And it has like green tea, vanilla ice cream, red bean paste, and it used to have little mochi pieces on the inside. But the last time I got it before we came back from visiting, it didn't have any. So I was a little disappointed in that because the mochi makes it really sweet and there was no mochi. So that's Jazzy's questions. Now we go to the next one. Ice Stricer asks, can I hug both you and Silver? We're not really the huggable type. I'm just superly awkward and Silver likes to bite people. So thank you for the offer though. But it's probably not safe. So we'll go from there. Okay, the next question is from Ryozen. The question is, what is the most quote unquote awesome experience thing you have ever done? Because he asked very ambiguous, kind of like, what is the most thing you've done? And I picked the most awesome. So I guess the most awesome would probably have been actually going to Disneyland. And the reason that is because like my family specifically isn't very wealthy. And because of that we don't really get to do big vacations at all. Like our vacation is, hey, do you want to go fishing? Let's go to the nearest lake. And we're good. We're really happy with that. So, Silver family actually invited me to go with them to Disneyland. And they aren't like super rich or anything either, but they're like more well off than my family is. But it was really sweet of them, and it's something I would never have experienced if I wasn't invited to it, honestly, because I wouldn't go out of my way to spend a lot of money to go there either. It's just a lot of money. So that is my awesome mostest thing I've done. The next question is, Misiki, what is the strangest thing you've done? Now this question is going to have the funniest answer out of the whole thing. Alright, so in high school, Silver and I were just friends then. And a group of friends decided that we were going to go pick her up. The thing about that was, though, the car was completely packed with everybody. And Silver's parents, being as strict as they were at the time, and still kind of hard depending, decided that, okay, they're never going to let her come with us. The moment they see everybody in the back of this car, she's just going to get, like, access denied. Done. So, being one of the smaller people in this car, I decided it would be great if they just put me in the trunk. Mind you, this trunk could not close properly, and because it did not close properly, when I was in there, the dang thing would slightly open every single bump all the way to the mall. So we did get her to come. There was no questions. No one knew I was in there. She didn't know I was in there. But this is the best part of it. So she gets in. Everyone's cool. Everyone's acting all like nonchalant about the fact that, oh, Seth's in the back of the car. And so we're driving. And Korn comes on the radio. I can hear everything. They can't hear me. Or so I thought. So the Korn song's coming on. It's Adidas. So if anybody knows that song at all, you'll understand. I'm a big Korn fan. I should have known the lyrics pretty much like the back of my hand. But for some reason, I was off course that day. And so as they are about to drop the big F-bomb, or so I thought, which wasn't part of the song at the time, I dropped the F-bomb as loud as possible, and Silver goes, "What the hell was that?" It was me. I was in the trunk. And it's like, "Hi, Silver. I'm in the trunk." And she was like, "Oh my god." When we got there, she was like flipping out. It was pretty hilarious. But that was the craziest thing I have ever done in my entire life, was rode in a very, very dangerous trunk. And it was just great. Right, Silver? Was it great?
Oh, God.
So, yep, that was my craziest. So, on to the next question. No Sire asks if you can meet any celebrity, comedian, singer, performer, etc., living or dead, who would it be? Why? This one's tough because I really, really love Johnny Depp. And I almost had a chance to meet him, but I totally didn't get to because my mom was she just couldn't get us there. He actually visited downtown. One year when I was a teenager, it just didn't work out. Gact would be a good one, but overall, if I can meet anyone in the whole world, it'd be Hayao Miyazaki, because he's like my idol, and I will probably never get to meet him, but he would be the one because of the fact that he's always like, if I ever needed inspiration or if I ever felt like crap, he'd be the person. Like, I think about go and watch the movies that, he's helped direct and everything, and he's just impacted my life like crazy, and he's the reason why I draw and, went to animation for school, because I was like, well, Hayao Miyazaki directs all these wonderful movies. I bet I could do something like that, and then, boy, was I wrong, but that's besides the point. So, the next question is Nevis. He goes, "A stupid question. How do you draw hair?" And there's my friend. There are no stupid questions here. Only stupid answers. And I will tell you what that stupid answer is right now. I just paint. After I put down the base, I paint the crap out of it right over all the other layers. I just paint all the strands and everything just right on top of it. Because, like, when I was younger, I wanted to paint, and now I'm trying to do that digitally, and I'm hoping that I kind of get the same effect. But yeah, I just paint right over it. It's not a difficult or anything. I just would, quote unquote, I don't know, digitally cheating, just painting right over everything else. Next one, Dakota Vega. How do you make your coffee? Alright, so everyone who isn't in my Discord would already not understand this. When we get on, the first thing we have is coffee. When we're upset, you know what we have? Coffee. When we're happy, we have coffee. We just need, coffee is life. And that's all you need. That sweet bean juice is what we need, always. But she asked how we make our coffee. So our coffee, we have a 3-cup French press. And usually we put about 4 or 5 depending on the type of coffee, because some of them, have finer ground and the other ones are coarser ground. So it really depends on that. But usually it's about 4 or 5. And we put 4 or 5 tablespoons of that. And if we're feeling really fancy, we like to add a little bit of cinnamon, because, you know, cinnamon makes everything delicious. And then we end up actually heating our water in an electric kettle because we don't actually have, you know, cooking fire in this house right now. We just put it in an electric kettle and then we put the hot water, not boiling, right in, and we just wait about 3 to 5 minutes. And then I usually have Silver press the little plungy thing because my wrist can't handle it. I try, and you can actually see me like physically shake. Well, the French press is evil. Silver says it's just a French press, but I feel like it's me. So sometimes I just have a weak wrist after drawing, like if it's, especially after like drawing for the whole day, I just can't push the dang little thing down. And then once that beautiful miracle of the deliciousness is done, we grab our mugs or whatever Silver decides she wants to drink her coffee in that day.
Human skull.
Human skull, she says. And then I pour the coffee in. I add my sugar. It takes about 3 spoons of it because I'm a sugar fiend. And then I would say I put like half a cup of coffee, maybe less, and then the rest is all cream. And people usually ask me how much cream or how much coffee I would like in my cream. Yes. And Silver is different. She actually just puts her vanilla creamer in hers, no sugar or anything because it already has sugar in it. It's super sweet. So she just has learned to drink without any sugar. So yeah, and then other than that, if we actually go out for coffee, we go to the Starbucks and I grab myself a cafe mocha or an iced mocha depending if it's really really hot outside. And Silver usually gets that too unless she goes for a chai, which is usually dirty, a very dirty chai. But that is how we make our coffee and take our coffee. Alright, well, that wraps up all the questions that I've gotten so far. So I want to thank you all for that. And if you are not already part of our fun and fancy cuddly cat cafe over on our Discord, please feel free to pop in. We're a big bunch of nerds that are just chitty chatty, and we would love to have you there. And if you liked my drawing, my stream here, you can always come by and subscribe to my channel or support me on Patreon. Or both, you know, both is always good. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed my derpiness, and I will catch you later.